Sharon Stanley, Assistant Professor, PG Department of English, Don Bosco College, Kottayam. This is the fifth lecture of the paper History of English Language, Semester 4. Today, I discuss the topic the Indo-European family. The Indo-European is one of the four major families of languages. There are two important characteristics that distinguish the Indo-European languages. That is, their structure and their vocabulary. The Indo-European languages use the parts of speech either with full inflections, as in some classical languages, or with reduced inflections, as in modern English. Dear students, what do you mean by inflection? Inflection is a change in or addition to the form of a word that shows a change in the way it is used in sentence. I repeat, inflection is a change in or addition to the form of a word that shows a change in the way it is used in sentence. For example, S and ES are examples of inflection. That means if you add the plural inflection S to dog, you get dogs. And by adding the inflection ed is an example for past tense inflection. By adding the inflection ed, you form the past tense of the verb. I hope it is clear. Inflections means a change in the form of a word, typically the ending, and it expresses a grammatical function. In all the Indo-European languages, there are many identical fundamental words which are not found in the other language families. Such words are the names of close family relationships like father, mother, brother, sister, etc. Basic numerals up to 10 and the names of familiar animals like horse, ox, sheep or dog. For example, in English we have father, Latin Vater, Greek Pater, in German Vater, French Pere, and in Sanskrit Pita. Here we find some similarity. The next word brother. In English we have brother, Latin frater, Greek frater, German Bruder, French frere, and in Sanskrit brother. Considering the numeral, in English 1, Latin unus, Greek n, in German lins, in French un, and in Sanskrit eka. Then 10. In English we have 10, Latin decem, Greek deca, German zen, French dix, and Sanskrit desha. Here we analyzed languages such as English, Latin, Greek, German, French and Sanskrit, and we find some similarities. On the strength of this evidence, we are able to say that English, German, Latin, Greek, French and Sanskrit have descended from a common ancestor. Yes, English, German, Latin, Greek, French and Sanskrit descended from a common ancestor or parent language. This parent language has been variously named Aryan, Indo-Germanic, Proto-European and Indo-European. But the best designation is Indo-European as it covers most of the languages of India and Europe, and also because India and Europe mark the boundaries of these languages. The Indo-European was spoken about 3000 to 3500 BC by the nomadic tribes of Central Asia who wandered in the lands around the Black Sea. In course of time, these tribes split up and immigrated in different directions across the continent of Eurasia in search of new pastures and arable land. Consequently, several different dialects of the parent language arose, later developing into independent languages. Sanskrit in the east and Latin in the west were among the earliest to exist as independent languages. They retain most faithfully the features of the parent Indo-European language. The Indo-European family includes 8 branches, each of which have several subdivisions. The 8 branches of the Indo-European family have generally been divided into 2 groups, the Saitam or Eastern group and the Kentam or Western group. This classification is based on a shift in the velar consonants k and g. The Indo-European velar plosives k and g developed into alveolar fricatives sh or s in the Eastern group, and in the Western group the sounds k and g were retained as velar plosives. For instance, kamtam, the Indo-European form of 100, developed into shatam in Sanskrit. Here, the sound k changes into sh sound. Okay, kamtam, instead of k, we find sh sound in Eastern group. And in the Western group or Kentam group, for instance in Latin, the sound k is retained. So also we have in Latin peku and in Sanskrit we have pashu. On the basis of this development, the Eastern group comprising Indo-Iranian, Albanian, Armenian and Balto-Slavonic is called Saitam group of languages, and the Western group consisting of Hellenic, Italic, Celtic and Germanic and is called Kentam group of languages. Dear students, I hope you understand this lecture. Please write a short note on the Indo-European family as your assignment. Thank you.